Welcome to week 2. For Tennessee and San Diego, both want to receive a welcome to the win column after early season losses. Will the Davis brothers bounce back, or will San Diego find their offense? The New York Lightning have been the kings of the Metro Division for a while, but the offseason was won by Rochester. Will the Pioneers take their first shot at dethroning the Lightning, or will New York successfully recharge? And Fresno fell just short in their home opener to San Jose. Can they avoid an 0-2 start in front of their fans against last week's winners in Albuquerque? We welcome you to the virtual zone. Week 2 starts tonight. Sit back and enjoy the glory of 3 times the football as 90 minutes of UFL action starts now. We begin in San Diego, where the Wildcats are in their all light blue tonight. Tennessee in their road pewter and orange. New York and Rochester lower left. Albuquerque, Fresno, lower right. Welcome to UFL Game Night. I'm your host and UFL co-founder, Cameron Irvine. A lot to get to tonight as Zach Holdorf scrambles for San Diego and picks up 18 on his opening carry. We had teams making adjustments this week. We've had teams with new signings, including Tennessee, who just got a couple, Joey Duncan II and Mike Rodick just signing with the Tennessee Ramblers. We'll see them on the field next week, but he's hoping that his new team can get a victory here tonight. So settle in. We'll try to catch you up on all the headlines, all the stats from last week, and everything that these teams have worked on since they last took the field. Albuquerque's in their all white tonight with the copper helmets. Fresno purple, purple, white. Red out in Rochester. New York's in their blacks and whites. Zach Holdorf's got San Diego across the 50-yard line, and Payne Price, the running back, takes the carry. It is, in terms of weather tonight, very windy in Rochester. They had snow in game 1 in Rochester, and tonight very windy. Gusts of up to 27 miles an hour expected to affect the game, and it would appear in the early goings of the game that the wind is blowing from right to left. So New York has the wind in their face at the moment, and Rochester, as you can see, has the wind at their back in this game. So something to keep an eye on there. Payne Price off to a hot start for San Diego as they are in early territory. Handoff up the middle for New York. That's Jupiter Jennings. New York really wanted to emphasize their rushing attack this week. Jupiter Jennings getting back to normal and retooling the offense up front. Jupiter Jennings will see Robert Henson Jr. as well as a part of that two-headed monster in the New York backfield. Albuquerque has also crossed midfield in Fresno, and a deep shot down the sideline is knocked away and incomplete. That will bring up 4th down for Albuquerque. New York has a 2nd down and 5, and that pass is complete to the sideline around the 45-yard line. That's Brando Black, the quarterback, completing that ball to unclaimed wide receiver Dylan Gordon down the field for a New York 1st down. It's a 3rd down and 11 for San Diego, where our audio is right now after a big-time stop on that TFL. Tennessee wanted to get a little bit more aggressive this week defensively, especially in that 4-2 nickel look. So be on the lookout to see how they look in comparison to last week against Motor City when they really got gashed against the pass. 3rd down and 11 for Zach Holdorf and San Diego. He is smacked as he's thrown, and that receiver is also hit as he tried to make the catch. Fumble in the Albuquerque-Fresno game. It's a touchdown for the Atomics. Albuquerque has scored, and I believe that Brando Black has thrown an interception for New York. That was a strip sack fumble on Chad Powers. And yeah, down the sideline, Rochester with an interception. That's Joe Allen making the play. So Rochester and Albuquerque get turnovers. The field goal from 41 yards away for San Diego is good. That was our first trivia question of the night. Which team will successfully make the longest field goal? We won't know until the end of the broadcast. It's worth a +5 to your player, to your teammate, or if you're just a fan of the UFL, you can let us know what team you would like it to apply to. So a 41-yarder for San Diego. Let's put a pin in that as our top field goal this evening. So Albuquerque gets the strip sack fumble and takes an early 7-0 lead against Fresno. San Diego just got the field goal, so let's pick up Rochester's first offensive possession with Casey Mears taking over. And this is the first chance I'm getting to say hello to everyone in the chat. Let's see, Robert Henson, Eric Vinson, Evan Wood, Mike Daggs, Iggy Turner, Emmanuel Blackman, Jesse Fritz, Josh Fowler, Isaiah Fowler. Let's keep it at that. Isaiah Fowler, Christian Bachagalupi, Alex West, Hazy Raider is also here, Grant Hardaway, RDS 877, and many more putting in their answers. The poll question for longest field goal of the night closes at 6:30, so make sure to get your answers in with answer and then the team name of your choice. Chad Powers going long for Fresno. That's caught past midfield. Another big play alert in Fresno, California. That's a 29-yard completion. Rochester is beyond the 50. Casey Mears on the carry. Evening, folks. Coming up after game night, it is Colin Northrup, Eric Vinson in Vegas for the Vegas Devils home opener as Ryan Davis takes off on the run for Tennessee. They will host the Los Angeles Aztecs, and a lot of debate tonight as Matt Wilson's pass is caught to the New York 26-yard line. A lot of debate tonight as Reside makes the catch. Whether or not Vegas is the real deal or Los Angeles will flex their muscles once again. The number one team in the power rankings. Power rankings should reset after a couple weeks. Didn't want to do it just after week 1. Still so much to see in the UFL. Ryan Davis on a 3rd and 5 for Tennessee. That pass is caught to midfield for a first down. A 19-yard pickup for Davis and the Tennessee Ramblers. Tennessee gets team power-ups for victories on the road, so they're trying to accomplish that feat tonight. Rochester has reached the red zone off the turnover. Brando Black's first interception of the night, 2nd and short. On a draw, that is a first down to Everidge, their second back on the squad. Tennessee is beyond the 50-yard line. That's Rocket Davis with his first carry of the night. Fresno is beyond the 50-yard line, and Chad Powers slinging it. It is complete to the 24-yard line. Mears roughed up in the backfield, 21 yards on her first 4 carries. Shout-outs to a lot of new players claimed over in New York. You've got Jupiter Jennings, Robert Henson Jr., Tom Frederick at left tackle. Joining the squad, Tom Vincent joining the squad in Rochester. That's at left tackle. So we got a few newbies here making their debuts tonight. 10th or 11th play of the drive for Rochester. 5 runs, 5 passes. Fakes the draw. All kinds of time. Matt Wilson to the end zone. Almost intercepted. Fresno has reached the red zone. They are down to the 9-yard line. Chad Powers 3 for 3 for 65 yards. Fresno, this is how they improved. They boosted their linebackers this week, and they reshaped their red zone offense. They had 2 interceptions inside the 20 last week, so we'll keep an eye on that. Wilson, back corner of the end zone, incomplete. And a delay of game on Tennessee. They won't like that. So Fresno trying to improve in the red zone. New York trying to improve that run game. Nice swat away. And Tennessee trying to improve that pass defense in the nickel. Dijon Swan was the intended target. That is a beautiful ball. Beautiful deflection, I should say, by the Lightning. Deep shot for Ryan Davis into the red zone, but the pass is incomplete. He starts 1 for 3. Let's go to Chad Powers, who's got Fresno in the red zone, and Powers is sacked at the 12-yard line. 30-yard field goal for Rochester is good, but San Diego's 41-yard field goal is still our longest of the block. That's a loss. San Diego defender James Corey, the defensive end, stops Rocket Davis in the backfield. San Diego's James Corey and Alexander Ross gave Vegas's offense some fits last week. You ready? They are the bookend defensive ends on that San Diego line. Powers on a 3rd down and goal for Fresno. And Chad Powers is sacked. So far, not so good for Fresno, but no turnover. They'll have to kick the field goal. That's already the 3rd sack of the opening drive for Albuquerque. Ryan Davis going deep into the end zone, double covered and incomplete. Davis starts 1 for 4, and it's 4th down and 18, Tennessee. They are out of field goal range. They'll have to punt the football. All right, so New York's got the ball back. Brando Black completed 1, but threw an interception on his second pass attempt. It'll be a 37-yard field goal for Fresno as Jupiter Jennings gets the carry for New York. So that field goal will stand for San Diego as the longest of the night at 41 yards. And let's take our audio to back to Rochester here as New York's the team possessing the football with the best field position right now at the 30-yard line. We have 52 watching already. We have plenty of action to get to tonight. And, of course, as you know, here on Game Night, things ramp up as we go along. I don't know what Holdorf was looking at on that throw for San Diego. Their pass offense really struggled the first week. That throw by Black is incomplete. 3rd down and 5, New York. Train horns going in Rochester as that screen pass over to Henson is going to be blown up in the backfield. That's a loss of 3 yards. Rochester gets the stop, 4th and 8. New York will have to punt the football. Payne Price back to work in the San Diego rushing offense. Price last week, 96 yards on 17 carries, but quarterback Zach Holdorf had 76 yards on 7 carries. The run game certainly was not the problem there. The pass game was just 167 yards, 15 to 27. Holdorf lets it rip. That pass is caught for a 1st down on 3rd down and 9, and San Diego will keep the chains moving. Fair catch called for Rochester at the 31. That's where they will take over. And I think we'll go back to San Diego now for the Wildcats. 1st down at the 25-yard line. Holdorf can really sling it when given time. That's unclaimed tight end Zanell Harris, top tight end target for the Wildcats. Albuquerque will have a 3rd down, and Casey Mears has some running room for Rochester up to the 43-yard line. Zach Holdorf escapes. Look at the speed. Holdorf to the 45, 38 rushing yards on his first 2 carries. And a comment was made by one of the Wildcat players in the locker room this week that, hey, look, I think we'd like to see Holdorf run even more. He is such a weapon for this Wildcat rushing attack. Matt Wilson back to throw on 1st and 10. That ball is caught, and Rochester's got the ball in New York territory. Albuquerque approaching the 50, up 7-3. Our only touchdown of the night so far was a strip sack fumble and return for a touchdown. Holdorf just shoving off Rambler defenders as a 1st down and 50 rushing yards on his first 3 carries tonight. Man, he has really gotten loose early on in this ball game. Tennessee didn't see much of that out of Jack Brown last week. Just a precision passer. More running room for, oh boy, for Rochester. He's gone. Touchdown. Pioneers. Didn't think he had the juice. Ronnie Everidge with the score. Rochester goes up 10-0 on a little counter. Ooh. What a move by Everidge to Dipsy-Do. 3rd down and 10. Tolbert's pass for Albuquerque's incomplete. He's off to an 0 for 3 start. Wow, that was Cain Vasquez who got beat. What a surprise there for Rochester, and they take a 9-0 lead. Fowler, it's actually 41 yards, is San Diego with the longest field goal tonight, as Holdorf takes off again down to the 21-yard line. 74 yards on his first 4 carries. And the Wildcats look a little bit more dynamic tonight than they did in their first game, a loss to Vegas. So we'll go back to San Diego now. Oh, what a catch at the 34-yard line. Big play alert. Oh, we're not going to get a replay. That was beautiful. Unclaimed by him, the receiver there in Fresno, with that terrific catch. All right, red zone now for San Diego. The Wildcats weren't all that great in the red zone in their loss to Vegas either, as that run picks up 7. McNeil with a first down. Pass over the middle for Holdorf. That is down to the 3-yard line. He's off to a 3 for 5 start for 31 yards as Tennessee tries to bend and not break. Brando Black's pass is caught just shy of the first down for New York. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Handoff, Payne Price got it. Touchdown, Wildcats. And San Diego has more points than they had all of last week against Vegas, that 20-7 defeat. Overhead shot wasn't easy, but Price able to push his way into the end zone. Robert Henson on 3rd down and 2 just got a 12-yard run. Nice run by Henson with the little juke, and the Lightning have a first down. End of the first quarter in Fresno, 7-3 Albuquerque. Again, one of New York's improvements they wanted to see this week was some adjusted run concepts. Getting better touches for Jennings and Henson. Now Brando Black drops to throw for New York, and he is sacked. Taken down by Simmons, who had a big week last week. All right, San Diego's out of the red zone. Fresno's across the 50. Let's go to the Bobcats, who early in the second quarter are trailing 7-3. Cardiac Squid on the carry. Second and long now for New York as Rocket Davis gets 7 to the 32-yard line. Chad Powers for Fresno. That pass is caught for a first down. Jupiter Jennings making a few men miss for New York, trying to make it a more manageable 3rd down, but Rochester is finding the football quickly. End of the first quarter in San Diego. Third and long for New York. Can they stay on the field? No, that's going to be another sack up front. Cornish with the sack. You know, New York in week 1 did not have too terribly difficult time protecting their quarterback against Los Angeles, but Rochester's gotten after Black here in the early going. Fresno is back in the red zone after a pickup of 9 on Powers' latest reception. Fresno's passing attack looking potent once more. Let's go now. 18 Gator. Ryan Davis fires a pass that is caught, so Tennessee is beyond the 50. Chad Powers for Fresno again fires, and it's caught by Tom Rahman. Powers is 8 of 8 for 116 yards to start the game. And Skippy in the chat saying, y'all weird. I kind of love it. But I don't really know if she's putting herself in that equation. Probably should. First and 10 of the 15-yard line. Chad Powers trying to stay perfect. He's now 9 for 9. And Fresno's inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line. Powers in the red zone at the 4. Fresno trying to get an offensive touchdown on the board end of the first quarter in Rochester. We have not had a passing touchdown yet tonight. Powers trying to be the first. Fires into the back or the front corner of the end zone. Pass caught, touchdown. Chad Powers, our first passing touchdown of the night. And Fresno's 2 for 2 in the red zone without a turnover. A pylon cam, making sure the feet are in. Tennessee's on the move. They are nearing scoring position. Ryan Davis starting to get hot, 3 for 7 for 49 yards. That's Action Jackson's first reception. Booth review in Fresno, so while they do that, let's go back to San Diego. We got Wildcats and Bobcats, a double dose of cats in California tonight. Weather pretty good in Cali today, but as mentioned earlier in the program, very windy in Rochester. That could affect the game in a number of ways as Rocket Davis is cut down for a loss of 3. That play is going to stand, and Fresno's going to get an extra point. Bobcats lead 10-7. All the scores from last week. What a week 1 it was. Powers goes 7 of 7 on that drive. Rochester has to punt. Ryan Davis's pass. Degree of difficulty pretty high there. Now it's 3rd down and 13. Coming up tomorrow, Washington, Portland, Cincinnati, Milwaukee. That's a doozy. San Jose, Houston, and Denver, Salt Lake. 2 games with a pair of unbeatens. And Robert Henson Jr. again has a lot of space, gets 9 yards on that carry, up to 21 yards on his first 2 touches. And Tennessee on a 3rd down and long, it would appear. That is not what they were looking for. As Black's pass is caught into Rochester territory. That is Daniel Alvarez with the catch. 62 yards for New York so far. Little jet sweep for Albuquerque. Doesn't do much. That was Labrador. They ran one earlier to Tarkington that looked pretty sharp. So Tennessee has to settle for the field goal, and that was from 44 yards out. So Tennessee now has your longest field goal of the night from 44 yards. Robert Henson wide open for New York. Big play in Rochester, first down. Tennessee will kick it off. Let's go to Rochester, where they are now in the red zone, is New York. Hand off to Henson again as a first down to the 5. Officially marked to the 6. Robert Henson Jr. really making a difference for New York's run game here in the first half. As we're getting some more highlights of Zach Holdorf's tremendous first quarter. That punt nearly blocked in Fresno, but they get it away.
Here we go.
And Albuquerque will not be able to pin the Bobcats inside their 5. Handoff, Jupiter Jennings right up the gut, got to the 2. Holdorf's pass complete for San Diego. That's Rochelle Johnson making the catch. First down. Second and goal at the 2 for New York. Handoff to Jennings and cannot get in. Rochester attacks from the outside. That was Palmer. Third and goal at the 2 for the Lightning. They try Jennings again. Jennings! Oh, they marked him down at the 1. Did he get in? I cannot see. Was his knee down? There's too many bodies in there. I can't tell if Jennings was on top of someone or he fell on the pile. Fourth and goal at the 1, and New York is choosing to kick the field goal. Wow. And no challenge either. That is surprising out of New York. We just did not get a chance to see where the knee or forward progress was stopped. And then New York goes conservative, does not go for it on fourth and goal at the 1. They absolutely could have, just chose not to. Wow, that New York could regret that later on in the ball game. That was really close, just did not have a good angle at all. And that's pretty rare here in the UFL that we were not unable to get a good angle of that carry. No boost for the shortest field goal. Let's see, I think, yeah, it's going to be San Diego here. Across the 50, 6:18 to go in the first half, 10-3, third down and 13. This is where Tennessee struggled last week. Holdorf's pass, caught. Did he get the first? Yes, first down. Still tight coverage there, but it's Zanell Harris, the unclaimed tight end again for San Diego, making the play. Tennessee almost able to knock that ball away. That is the future Joey Duncan II making that tackle.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
San Diego approaching the red zone as Tennessee looks for a stop. Payne Price is stood up, pushes the pile to the 24. Tolbert trying to set up a screen for Albuquerque. And on third down and 12, they just weren't able to get anything going. 4th and 4, Albuquerque's offense has been pretty quiet tonight. They put up 30 on Cleveland just last week. Payne Price breaking off a tackle. San Diego, touchdown. Tennessee's defense still letting them down, but this against the run, wow, Payne Price just got rid of a defender. He is a monster. Pylon cam as he crosses. That's the strong safety who tried to bring him down, Harrison Reed. Tennessee boosted their struggling secondary this week, mostly at the free safety position. But San Diego right now looks a little bit crisper. Bouncing back from last week's loss, they lead 17-3 with 4:58 to go in the first half. As Matt Wilson's pass was behind Evan Wood in the Rochester game, and Kane Vasquez was there to knock it away, albeit inadvertently. Fresno's got the football back. Albuquerque just 15 passing yards. Now remember, last week, Fresno gave up 289 passing yards. As Powers' pass is incomplete, New York's got the football back, so does Tennessee. And
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We don't have, let's see, I think Fresno is our closest here. Or no, they're punting. So let's go to Jupiter Jennings and the New York Lightning offense. 6 carries for 23 yards in the early going for Jennings.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Ryan Davis pass caught on the sideline of the 42-yard line. First down, Tennessee. Toss out to Jennings. They could not get the block. 3rd and 3, trying to get Jennings out in open space. Rochester closed it down this time. Shoutouts to the Rochester defense, E.K. Vinson, Keith Wheeler, Joe Allen, who already has a pick, and Han Tayumi of note. San Diego's defense features James Corey, Alexander Ross, and Zach Cobb. Fresno's defense features Ryan Proster and Brooke O'Neal. Ryan Davis is sacked. That is James Corey. And the defensive line continues to wreak havoc on Tennessee as Jupiter Jennings has a first down for New York. 31 yards on 8 carries, converting the third and short. Two minutes in Fresno.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
A play fake here from Ryan Davis. This time finds an open receiver that's caught for a first down. Tennessee's in San Diego territory. Another third down coming up for Albuquerque. That pass over the middle from Black is caught. He's 7 of his last 8 since the interception. That pass was, again, caught by unclaimed receiver Dylan Gordon for New York.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Let's go.
Dennis Tolbert's pass is caught. Albuquerque's in Fresno territory. Black's pass is caught. New York's in Rochester territory. So we've got 3 teams now that have all crossed the 50. That's Daniel Alvarez with the completion. Running free, nearly intercepted there from Ryan Davis. Bad read. Don't forget, coming up tonight, Los Angeles and Las Vegas. Colin Northrup makes his UFL debut on the mic with Eric Vinson to kick us off for UFL Primetime Week 2.
Got it.
Ryan Davis's pass is caught. 3rd and inches for Tennessee. 3rd and long coming up for Albuquerque. Black's pass is caught, but manned up against McGee was Keith Wheeler making the tackle in open space. We'll set up 2nd and long. Tennessee is now in field goal range, it would look like, as all 3 of these first halves come down to the wire. Tolbert's pass on 3rd and long, they're going to say is incomplete, and another drive stalls out for the Atomics. Pass for New York on 2nd and 11, caught. Black 10 of 12 for a $116. Roll with the catch. New York on the move. Ryan Davis in Tennessee on the move. He's going to take off and run. Davis sliding at the 26. And another Albuquerque punt. This time is down inside the 5 at the 2-yard line. 2-minute warning in San Diego.
Ready.
Eagerly awaiting our next opportunity to get our next boost opportunity. Black's pass is overshot. Incomplete. Both Powers and Black are 10 for 13 in the first half. Meanwhile, Ryan Davis has Tennessee just outside the red zone. It looks like Fresno is just letting the clock run out here. Pass caught by McGee for New York, but not much there. Got 3 this time. 3rd and 7. Ryan Davis, end zone, touchdown, Tennessee. Pass hauled in by the unclaimed tight end, Darrington Coleman, on a nice moon ball right up the seam. Tennessee has got this to a one-score game. We've gone to the half in Fresno. Albuquerque just 95 first half yards. Oh, he was open for a minute in the Rochester game, but on 3rd down and 7. The pass intended for Rodriguez falls incomplete. Boy, that looked like that was going to be a score, and then the closing speed just ran out of room in the back of the end zone. That was unclaimed strong safety Champ Brown coming in to make the stop, and New York will have to settle for another field goal. This is from 36 yards away, and that kick is good, 10-6. Rochester's defense tightening up in a very tight game in New York. 10-7 Fresno, 10-6 Rochester, 17-10 San Diego. Full of one-possession games right now. And while we have a moment, let's pause for league rights.
This presentation of the UFL is intended for the private use of our audience. Any accounts or descriptions of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
All right, that kick goes out of the back of the end zone. And we've got a bunch of teams starting at their own 25-yard line. 1:34 to go in the first half. Let's join San Diego in their attempts to score in the 2-minute offense. You can see all the deflections by New York against Rochester tonight. This secondary has been very good. Holdorf zips one. Oh, that was almost picked. Dexter Jackson came out of nowhere and almost grabbed the interception for Tennessee. Wow, that would have been an amazing play. Cardiac Squid gets a big run for Fresno near midfield. Matt Wilson's pass is caught past the 40, Evan Wood. And Tennessee will call a timeout after bringing Holdorf down in the backfield. It's 4th and 10. So San Diego actually doesn't do much of anything. Tennessee's going to get another shot just before the half. San Diego punting the football. And Rochester still in the first half. 28 seconds left and 3 timeouts for Rochester. This is Matt Wilson getting to the sidelines, and he stops the clock with 24 seconds left. Still all 3 timeouts in the pocket of Rochester.
Down, 50, plant, check 56.
Fresno's going back to work into Albuquerque territory to start the 3rd quarter. Less than a minute to go. Ryan Davis trying to get Tennessee down the field in the 2-minute offense, out of bounds with 55 seconds and 2 timeouts. Rochester calls a timeout with 19 seconds left. They're at the New York 37.
Go, 90 Wolf, 56. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Go.
Ryan Davis lost the ball. It is picked up by San Diego. And that again was a bookend defensive end for the Wildcats. That's Alexander Ross on the fumble recovery. Ryan Davis was going to take off and run. I just don't think he even saw the defender blasting through the line. Meanwhile, Matt Wilson got another pass out of bounds. So that stops the clock. Rochester on the move here. Fresno's in the red zone. Rochester just outside the red zone as that pass from Powers is incomplete. We'll go back and forth here at the bottom of the screen. Let's go to Rochester where Wilson's looking for the sideline, but really needed the yardage there, had the timeouts. Didn't necessarily need to stop the clock. 9 seconds left. Holdorf slings one over the middle. San Diego's in the red zone. Fresno's down to the 5-yard line. That's Tom Rahman. And I'm just going to say it. All 3 games are in the red zone right now. 6 seconds left. Wilson fires over the middle. That's Evan Wood. Not going to reach the end zone, but it looks like Rochester will get a field goal attempt up. Let's go to Fresno. First down and goal at the 5-yard line. Handoff, Cardiac Squid, and Cardiac Squid's in the end zone for a score. Touchdown, Fresno, 16-7. Rochester takes a 9-point lead. San Diego's in the red zone. 25 seconds to go before the end of the first half. First and goal at the 5. 3 timeouts. Holdorf fires, pass incomplete. 30-yard field goal is good for Rochester. They go up 13-6 as they get some points just before the end of the first half, and Squid has put up put Fresno up 16-7 with an extra point pending. That kick is good. Halftime in New York, and a pretty balanced game going on over there. The one takeaway for Rochester and the field goal at the 1-yard line, I think, was the biggest thing. Rochelle Johnson for San Diego has the touchdown. Zach Holdorf finds Johnson in the back of the end zone. San Diego goes back up by a couple of scores. They get it just before the end of the half. 18 seconds to go in the first half. They didn't even have to use any of their timeouts. Wildcats go up by 14. All right, so start of the second half. Let's see, we've got, I guess, 18 seconds left for San Diego and Tennessee, but the other games are just starting possessions. San Diego still has to kick off. So we'll get ready because we're about to do our second boost giveaway of the night. The fastest to answer will win the boost. DM me with your winnings. Tonight's question is, how many road teams won last week? First to answer wins. Skip with a $2 super chat. Nice shirt, Cameron. I'm sure that's dripping with sarcasm. I guess we'll find out if she wants to let us know in the chat. How many road teams won last week? Fastest to answer wins. Fastest to answer correctly wins, I should say. Oh no, not last week. In week 1. In week 1. How many won in week 1? Curveball. I'm looking for how many total won in the week 1 of UFL. That's last week and the week before. Curveball. Who's going to get it? Still haven't seen it. Still haven't seen it. Deep shot for Tennessee, incomplete. 11. Fowler wins. Fowler wins the boost. And Los Angeles gets richer. Well, I changed the question to keep you on your toes. Fowler's the winner with 11. I think people just started guessing. That's what I wanted, pure chaos. As soon as the answers started rolling in, I thought, I think that's a little low for what I was looking for. So Fowler wins. I feel like every time I do a boost randomly in the middle of a show, I feel like 95% of people just end up upset with me. And then the one person that wins is very happy. Davis with a deep shot, bouncing ball on the final play of the first half. That pass is intercepted and being returned down the sideline. That's how the first half ends in San Diego. What a performance by the San Diego Wildcats in tonight's first half. All right, so now let's go back to Rochester here. First down and 10 at the 49-yard line. 13-6 Pioneers lead the Lightning. It's a pretty tight game, though. Pump fake. Wilson is going to be brought down from behind. Sacked by Dante Doom III for New York. Nicely done. Doom III last week had 2 total tackles and a TFL. That's his first career sack. And Rochester made him earn it.
Here we go, set, 10-2 stop. Watch 54, watch 54. He's tired of winning. He's tired of us.
Outfield Freeman playing good defense there for Albuquerque. Matt Wilson's going to roll. Now he's going to take off and run on 2nd down and 14. Looking for a lane and slides down safely to set up a 3rd down and 9 after a pickup of 5. Ryan Davis back out there for Tennessee. That interception was just a prayer down the field. Not going to ding him too bad for that. 220 to 168. Wilson taking off again here on 3rd down. He's got the 1st down and more. Slides all the way down to the 27-yard line. Matt Wilson up to 43 yards on the ground. Albuquerque down 10. They have been really quiet since that strip sack fumble return for a touchdown. Just 106 total yards for Albuquerque tonight. They are kind of the surprise of the block right now as Rochester has reached the red zone and into the end zone. Dijon Swan. Mike Daggs said it in the chat. Just wait a while. He'll eventually show up and make a big play. And Swan on just a little crosser beats the Lightning defense into the end zone. It's 20-6. Assuming the extra point is good. Tolbert's pass for Albuquerque incomplete. It's 4th down again for the Atomics. Just not their night so far. Davis's pass incomplete. It's 3rd and 9. So let's go to San Diego, where Tennessee's the closest to scoring range at their 39-yard line. 3rd down and 9. Ryan Davis takes off and runs, and he's got the 1st down and more. Davis to the 41-yard line, 31 yards on his first 3 carries. Another brilliant punt for Albuquerque. That's the 2nd time they have pinned Fresno inside the 10-yard line.
Set, 10-2 stop.
Tennessee's across the 50. They trail San Diego 24-10. Counter to Rocket. And Rocket Davis has 6. Los Angeles and Vegas coming up tonight on UFL Primetime with Colin Northrup and Eric Vincent on the call. Who gets to 2-0 out west? We'll find out tonight. The home opener of the Vegas Devils, and me and co-founder CJ Zilligan were discussing the championship coming up this year, and it has been confirmed that it will be at a neutral site in Vegas. So Vegas is your host for the 2025 title game. Tennessee is in the red zone. Ryan Davis now up to 175 passing yards.
Let's go.
Last week, Davis 218 yards on 15 of 21. But the Ramblers struggled to stay on the field. They got gashed in time of possession as Jennings makes it 3rd down and short for New York. He's up to 38 yards on 9 carries. And the run game does seem to be better tonight for New York overall, but it hasn't resulted in anything spectacular on the scoreboard. Rocket Davis into the end zone, touchdown Tennessee. And the Ramblers have made it a 1-score game. Davis last week just 7 carries for 55 yards and did not reach, or check that, had 6 for 60 and scored 2 touchdowns, but the 6 carries was the big problem there for Tennessee. They just were not on the field very often as New York's Daniel Alvarez gets loose down the sideline near midfield. So Tennessee's got the touchdown, makes it 24-17 with 8:13 to go in the third. Back to Rochester, where the Lightning have the ball close to the 50. Jennings bouncing off a tackle and picking up 3. Can Albuquerque get anything going on this next drive? 64 viewers here on Game Night as things roll along. How are your score predictions doing out there? Handoff. Henson Jr.'s got a first down to the 38-yard line. 46 yards on 5 carries for Robert Henson Jr. As Tennessee looks for a stop in California. Another 3rd and 7 coming up for Fresno. Let's go there. Or for Albuquerque, rather. Tolbert trying to keep the drive going. Fires over the middle. That pass is caught. Hauled in by Austin Labrador. His 5th catch for just 20 yards. Has a first down for Albuquerque. So far, so good starting for Tennessee's defense. They've limited Payne Price to just 48 rushing yards. That's pretty good. Big 3rd down and 7 coming up for New York at the 35. Our longest field goal of the night right now is Tennessee at 44 yards. New York trying to keep the drive alive. Fires over the middle, caught down to the 20. Daniel Alvarez again. New York is in the red zone. Let's go there now. The Lightning, another opportunity. They are fighting tooth and nail with the Pioneers tonight, as Keith Wheeler made another stop for the Pioneers. Nearly tag teamed there by Vincent. Flip out. And that gets New York to the 18, 2nd down and 8. 3rd and 18 for Albuquerque. Man, Fresno's defense impressive, and they looked pretty leaky in that loss to San Jose where they gave up 32. Henson Jr. with the carry. Now it's 3rd down and 7 for the Lightning. Once again, Rochester tightening up in the red zone. Deep shot, Tolbert, incomplete on 3rd and 18, and Albuquerque's got a punt again. +5, Fowler. Black down the field, one-on-one coverage, incomplete at the 3. And McGee is screaming for a pass interference penalty. Are we going to get another look at that? He might have a case. He tried to turn. Oh, Edwards has a hand on him. Wow, that, I don't know about that. I can understand why McGee is upset with that no call. Albuquerque's 1-0 Allegiant. They won last week 30-17 over Cleveland. Davis has Tennessee up to the 50-yard line after they get the stop. Another field goal for New York. They have to settle for a 35-yarder. 20-9 in Rochester. Watching all the action here on UFL Game Night. If you missed any scores from last week, they are scrolling across your screen, including that Albuquerque win 30-17 over Cleveland. Handoff for Tennessee, that's blown up in the backfield. Sherman, who had 4 carries for 19 yards last week. How about next week? UFL action on Sunday and Monday. As Powers goes long, it's incomplete. Austin at Wichita, Charlotte at Phoenix, St. Louis at Dallas, and Chicago at Miami. Who is getting the primetime matchup that night? Early indications would seem that St. Louis, Dallas would be pretty attractive. That's a divisional matchup in the Central. There's Matt Wilson's updated numbers. Monday, March 3rd, it's Florida, Cleveland, New Orleans, Minnesota, Montana, Motor City, and Dakota, El Paso, as Casey Mears is near a first down. Nice run. That's a difficult one. Florida, Cleveland, New Orleans, Minnesota, Montana, Motor City, and Dakota, El Paso. That's a tough call in primetime. Cardiac Squid on a screen pass all day for Fresno. Skirts out of bounds at the end of the third quarter. Casey Mears has a first down for Rochester. San Diego defense able to get a stop. Tennessee pins San Diego down to their own 10-yard line. Casey Mears, 55 yards on 10 carries. Cardiac Squid, 82 yards on 21 carries tonight. Just about 4 yards a carry as Fresno is back into Albuquerque territory. They have really suffocated the Atomics tonight. In a surprising result, Payne Price is loose again. Picks up 16, and on second down and 4 for Rochester, they only get 2. Huge third down and 2 coming up as we wind to the end of the third quarter.
Go now. 10-2 start. Ready. Shoot.
How well do you know UFL.football? Your third trivia question of the night is coming up. Hand off to Payne Price. It's 6 more as Tennessee eager to get another stop. They have not given up any points here in the second half. So Rochester's going to punt. Let's go to Fresno, where they are our only team beyond the 50. All right, here we go. Here is your final question of the night as Holdorf's going backwards. Tennessee gets another stop. Which claimed player had the longest reception last week? First person to answer correctly wins a +5 boost. A bonus -5 drop if you can tell me how many yards it went for. Which claimed player had the longest reception last week? A bonus -5 drop if you can tell me how many yards it went for. New York's got a first down to the 39. Ryan Davis is correct. Action Jackson. Now, how many yards was it for as a bonus -5 drop? Ryan Davis, you have won your +5 boost. Send it to me in a DM. Pass is intercepted. Brando Black. Big play in the New York-Rochester game, as Rochester gets a huge turnover to start the fourth quarter. That ball possibly a little under there, but that would have been a tight squeeze. There were 2 players down there. Ryan Davis takes off and runs for Tennessee. They got the ball down to the San Diego 46-yard line. Evan Wood is correct. 75 yards. Evan Wood wins the -5 drop. Get at me in DMs, Mr. Rochester DB. Fresno is in the red zone down to the 5-yard line, trying to put away the Atomics, who have hung around in this game most of the night but have struggled offensively. Chad Powers with a pretty ball to the sideline. A sack for San Diego on Ryan Davis for Tennessee, thwarting that effort. You know, total yards 276 to 239 in the Rochester game, but it's been the Pioneers with points. 10 minutes left. Albuquerque's challenging. I don't think they're going to win that challenge. End of the third quarter in San Diego, still 24-17, but Tennessee's defense has really tightened up as the sun sets in California.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Davis's pass is caught, so a big third down and long coming up here as Matt Wilson is sacked on 3rd down and 13 by Jasmine. So New York's defense stands tall after the interception, sacking Matt Wilson. Now Cardiac Squid takes the handoff for Fresno down to the 2. As Albuquerque's defense was trying to rip that ball out. Shout out Brick Novocaine on the Albuquerque defense. Dexter Jackson on the Tennessee defense tonight. Rose Black, St. Louis, Kane Vasquez, Dante Doom III, part of that New York defense that just got the stop. 3rd and goal at the 3 coming up for Fresno. Eric Vincent's got us covered on our daily boosts and drops winners today. Renee Leon with the drop and Frank Bernstein with the boost. Congrats to our winners tonight. Tennessee punts it away. They're still down just 7 with 10:49 to go. And Brando Black comes out there. That is a touchdown for Fresno. 3rd and goal, throw and score. And the Bobcats' red zone efficiency has certainly improved this week. With a touchdown, a long ball for New York. It is incomplete. Had one-on-one coverage down the field and could not come up with it. Fresno's extra point will likely put this away. A bounce-back game for the Bobcats tonight. A little draw. Robert Henson Jr.'s got 3rd down and 6 coming up. A lot of runs on 2nd and long for the Lightning tonight, I've noticed. I'm sure they have as well. Black to throw. Black fires. It is caught. 1st down to the Rochester 48-yard line. The drive stays alive for New York. Tennessee is looking for a stop here. Orleans Armstrong with that last reception for the Wildcats. They are 1.5-point favorites. We expected a tight game there. Rochester a 5.5-point favorite tonight. Fresno a 4.5-point favorite. Right now, all the home teams are winning, despite going 5-11 in week 1. That pass is knocked away. 2nd and 10, New York. Handoff to Payne Price for San Diego. 9 minutes left. 3rd down and 4. As Black's pass is intercepted. Rochester's defense has stepped up in the 4th quarter. Man, Black has played a pretty clean game tonight until the late stages here. That is just a brilliant play. Scott over the shoulder, taking it away from the New York receiver. Casey Mears has been a little quiet, trying to put New York away. .46 left, the 3rd turnover of the night for New York. Rochester has not turned the football over. Tennessee will get the ball on the 20 as San Diego had to punt again. Boy, Tennessee, it's crazy. Their defense has as we're going to go to New York here to just reset some things. The defense for Tennessee has been great in the second half, but the offense has not been able to get going. So it's just been a constant battle for Tennessee, just trying to put things all together here in this early part of the season. Good news for the Ramblers, this is their 51st offensive play, so they have definitely not lost out on time of possession here tonight, as Davis's pass is caught but short. 6:40 to go, fourth quarter. Rochester up 20-9, trying to put New York away. Mears with a couple, up to 73 yards for Casey. Tolbert's pass is caught for Albuquerque. I don't know how that happened. Brilliant catch, keeps the drive alive for the Atomics, down 3 scores. Play fake, and Wilson is sacked. Jenkins drops him in the backfield, 3rd down and 16. It's the 5th sack of the night for New York. Rochester's had 4 themselves. Rochester kept Wilson pretty clean last week. 4th down and 7 for Tennessee. After that pass was, it was almost caught off the ricochet. Look at this upper left-hand corner. This ball gets popped out. It was on his chest area, and it popped up, and it was nearly caught by Tennessee, but it's 4th down, and they have to punt again. Wild sequence there in the San Diego game. Albuquerque's got a 1st down. Tennessee pins San Diego down inside their 10-yard line at the 6, and all of our offenses have just gone quiet all of a sudden. All right, let's go to Fresno now. 4:50 left. The Atomics down 24-7. And that pass is caught. Tolbert up to just $121. It hit New York in the helmet. A huge mistake. The punt got hung up by the wind in Rochester. And the return man lost it. It went high. It barely moved at all. Look at the wind. Kill that punt. It hit New York's returner in the head, and Rochester recovers. No way. Windy in Rochester tonight. Another New York turnover here in the 4th. Zach Holdorf out the door. 1st down for San Diego, 93 rushing yards on just 5 carries. He has not carried the ball since, I want to say, the first drive of the game for San Diego. So the wind hurts New York. Unbelievable. And they have just had the 4th quarter from hell. Payne Price trying to salt things away for San Diego. 6:15 left. It's still 24-17 there. Casey Mears on a 3rd down and 2 got the 1st down. Tolbert, deep shot for Albuquerque. It was 4th and 14. Wow, what a rough time for the Atomics on the road here tonight. Five minutes left. Tennessee trying to get a stop before San Diego gets into scoring territory. Albuquerque is is running out of time. Zach Holdorf's got a 1st down, or 102 rushing yards now. Wilson fires a pass that's caught. Now Rochester's in the red zone, rather. Unclaimed Fresno receiver Denard Byham, 7 catches for 114 yards tonight for Fresno. Holdorf takes off and runs. That's a 1st down at the 19-yard line. Tennessee's on the ropes. Byham had 85 yards and a touchdown last week for Fresno, and Rochester did not get the playoff in time, called for delay a game. That stops the clock with 2:34 to go. New York will start burning timeouts here pretty soon to try to get the football back. And Albuquerque, who's down by more than 2 scores, not going to call those timeouts. Let this thing go. San Diego fighting for extra yards down to the 11-yard line. Tennessee needs a turnover. So Rochester now out of the red zone. They hand it off to Mears. Nothing there. So now it's 3rd down. Timeout New York. 3:33 to go in the San Diego game. 24-17. Play fake from Holdorf. Going to take off and run. He lost the ball! Lost the ball! Picked up by Tennessee! Oh, they get their stop. Holdorf fumbled it away. Matt Wilson, 3rd and 13, trying to ice it. Wilson takes off and runs. He lost the ball! Picked up by New York and recovered, going the other way. New York Lightning down the sideline, and they will score! Back-to-back quarterback fumbles here on game night, and New York is back in it, down 5. Tennessee is back in it, down 7. Ryan Davis starts the drive for the Ramblers. Oh my goodness, if only I would have been on camera for those moments. Wow. New York going for 2. The first Rochester turnover of the night. Tennessee's got a first down to the 30. Blacks 2-point conversion. All kinds of time. Has space. Will take off and run and get the 2. 3-point game. No huddle for Tennessee. Rochester claiming that Wilson was down. There was no challenge. It would have been challengeable by Rochester. Same thing in the San Diego game. No challenge by the Wildcats either. 2:25, no huddle for Tennessee. Ryan Davis's pass is caught at the San Diego 40-yard line. And New York is going to kick it deep. The wind is in the face of Matt Wilson with 2:14 to play. New York has 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. What does the chat think? Kick it deep or onside kick in that situation if you're New York? Down 3, 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Chad Powers, 18 of 26, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He's had a great night. Timeout Lightning. They get the stop. Tennessee is down to the San Diego 39-yard line. A lot of people in the chat saying kick it deep. All right, so our logic is right where we want it to be. 2:09 to go in the 4th quarter, 2nd down and 7. Casey Mears is stopped. Oh, an interception by San Diego off the deflection. The Wildcats were on the ropes. It looks like they're going to hold on. Tennessee's receiver could not hold on. Here's another look at it. Oh, he got crushed over the middle. That would have put Tennessee in the red zone. 3rd down and 5. Wilson going to throw for it. Fires pass. Caught, first down to the 39-yard line. 2 minutes to go. With a 35-second play clock, Rochester cannot just kneel the clock out here with 2 minutes left. They need another first down. But New York on the ropes despite a valiant effort late. Oh, that's average. First down, got 11. It's gone final in Fresno. What a performance by the Bobcats. 24-7 over Albuquerque. The Atomics offense was just a dud tonight. Timeout Tennessee as they try to preserve some time. First down, 1:28 left for Rochester.
Get that ball.
No kneel downs just yet because of questionable fourth down logic. Wow, Wilson actually dropping back on a play fake. He's just going to take off and run. Protect the football, Matt. Down and wrapped up after 6 yards. That could have been a disaster. Well, I think overall tonight, Fresno looked a little better. New York looked a little better. Fresno got the W. Now we go knees. New York is going to put this thing away. San Diego trying to put it away. 3rd down and 1. Payne Price got it. Tennessee's now out of timeouts.
Ready up. Watch QB drop.
Los Angeles and Vegas coming up on UFL primetime.
Get it.
Thank you, Marco Swift. And as far as I know, Tennessee ends up with the longest field goal of the night, 44 yards. So if you guess Tennessee, you have a shot to win. My chat does not go beyond 6:45, so the winner will have to be named in post. The winner will be, in honor of the 44-yard field goal, the 4th person that guessed Tennessee tonight in the YouTube chat. We'll look it up after the game is over, and we'll update everyone in general as Payne Price has a first down. San Diego salting this one away. So the 4th person that got Tennessee on the 44-yard field goal will win that boost. We will check the chat archive later on this evening. And that appears to be a wrap, folks. Here from Game Night, San Diego is your last one to take knees. 24-17. Wildcats on top of the Ramblers. Fresno beats Albuquerque 24-7 as both of those teams fall to 1-1. And Rochester narrowly beats New York 20-17. They will have a rematch later this season. New York turnover bug bit them in the 4th quarter, but Jupiter Jennings 41 yards on the ground. Henson had 51. Matt Wilson had 51 as well. Zach Holdorf over 100 rushing yards for San Diego in the win over Tennessee, 24-17. The Ramblers and the Lightning fall to 0-2 after tonight's ball games. Next up for Tennessee is at Wichita, Saturday, March 8th. And up next for New York, they have a significant break. Saturday, March 15th, New York will host another divisional opponent, the Cleveland Bandits. And depending upon what Cleveland does in their next game against Florida, that could have major implications in the Metropolitan Division. 253 yards of rushing for San Diego in the win as Tennessee's pass defense looked better, but the defense holistically not enough to beat the Wildcats. Once again, your final score, San Diego 24, Tennessee 17. Rochester 20, New York 17. And Fresno 24, Albuquerque 7. The offenses went a little cold in that second half, and we got some pretty low scores here tonight. You can check out those Tennessee and San Diego stats on its own individual stream and, of course, on UFL.football later on. For all of us at the UFL, I am UFL co-founder Cameron Irvine. UFL Game Night is right around the corner with Los Angeles and Vegas. We'll see you there. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And, again, look out for that boost winner that we'll update in general after the fact, after all things are said and done tonight. This has been UFL Game Night here from the Virtual Zone. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow for more action.